The tragic passing of Hollywood legend Gene Hackman at the age of 95 has left many questioning the circumstances surrounding his death and that of his wife, Betsy Arakawa. The discovery of their bodies at their Santa Fe, New Mexico, home sent shockwaves through the entertainment world, and the subsequent investigation into their deaths has raised more questions than answers. When FBI agents entered the mansion, they were shocked by what they found inside the famed actor's property. Hidden within the home were the bodies of both Gene Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, leading to a wave of speculation about the circumstances surrounding their deaths. Was it an old, unsolved mystery? A long-lost treasure? Or something far darker? The details of their deaths have sparked curiosity and concern as authorities and the public are left wondering about the true nature of their lives off-camera. In this video, we delve deep into the shocking discovery at Hackman's mansion and the emerging cloud of suspicion that now hangs over the deaths of the two-time Academy Award-winning actor and his wife. While authorities initially reported no signs of foul play, early theories pointed to carbon monoxide poisoning as the cause of death. However, as investigators dig deeper, they now classify the deaths as suspicious, prompting a full investigation. The discovery was made by two maintenance workers who arrived for routine work at the property. According to the search warrant, the workers found the front door of the house wide open, with two dogs seen roaming the grounds. Their concerns grew when they discovered a deceased dog inside a crate, and what followed was even more bizarre. Investigators soon realized that the bodies of Hackman and Arakawa had been in the house for an extended period. The decomposition of their bodies indicated they had passed away long before being discovered. Betsy Arakawa was found in a bathroom, lying on the floor near a countertop littered with pills and an open pill bottle. This discovery ignited a wave of speculation. Was it an accidental overdose? A medical emergency? Or could something darker have occurred? One seasoned investigator, who had worked on thousands of cases, found the situation perplexing, stating, "I've handled thousands of death cases over my career, but this one doesn't add up. It's highly unusual for two people to die simultaneously without some major cause." When federal investigators arrived, they were reportedly stunned by the condition of the bodies. An insider close to the investigation described their reaction as one of pure shock, revealing, "You expect to see bodies in this line of work, but this was something else entirely." The level of decomposition was unlike anything we had seen before. It was as if time had frozen inside that house. Officials have since wondered how such a well-known actor and his wife could go unnoticed for so long while their bodies decomposed. The investigation remains ongoing, with authorities awaiting the results of autopsies and toxicology reports. These will be crucial in determining the true cause of death, as investigators are now considering all possibilities: natural causes, accidents, or even homicide. Gene Hackman, who passed away at 95, was renowned for his remarkable career in Hollywood, starring in over 80 films. He won Oscars for his performances in The French Connection and Unforgiven, and was beloved by fans for his portrayal of Lex Luthor in the Superman films. Hackman's range as an actor was exceptional, able to seamlessly transition from drama to action to comedy. One film historian remarked on his versatility, saying, "He had the depth for serious roles, the comedic timing for lighthearted films, and the presence for action-packed ones." Hackman retired from acting in 2009 due to health concerns, making his last public appearance at the 2003 Golden Globe Awards, where he was honored with a Lifetime Achievement Award. In 2023, he was seen in public for the final time, frail and using a cane, holding his wife's arm for support. The news of his passing sent shockwaves through Hollywood, with actress Gwyneth Paltrow, who worked with Hackman in the Royal Tenenbaums, paying tribute to him on social media. After the discovery of their bodies, the New Mexico Gas Company was called to inspect the house for any possible gas leaks, as carbon monoxide poisoning was initially suspected. However, after inspecting the gas lines, the company found no issues, and the theory of carbon monoxide poisoning was ruled out. Despite this, the investigation continues, with authorities committed to uncovering the truth behind the mysterious deaths. As the investigation progresses, questions remain. How long had Hackman and Arakawa been dead before being found? What caused their deaths? Could it have been an accident? Or was it something far more sinister? And what was the cause of the strange conditions in their home, from the open front door to the mummified state of their bodies? Authorities are considering all possibilities, from extreme dehydration to some environmental factor that could have played a role in their deaths. Their bodies showed signs of dehydration, with skin that appeared leathery and stiff, which typically happens after prolonged exposure to dry, warm air. The presence of a space heater near Arakawa's body suggests that the home may have been using heating at the time, which could have accelerated the drying process. Experts speculate that the couple may have died days, possibly weeks, before their bodies were discovered. However, without further testing, the exact time of death remains unknown. There was no sign of forced entry into the home, and both bodies showed no clear signs of injury. Despite this, investigators are exploring all possibilities, including the theory that one of the couple may have taken the life of the other before ending their own. But with no obvious signs of violence and no notes or arrangements suggesting this, the case remains perplexing. Another possibility being considered is that one of them may have passed away first, perhaps due to a fall, illness, or overdose, with the other following soon after, unable to cope. It's also possible that environmental factors, such as extreme dehydration or an undetected toxic substance, could have played a role. Investigators are looking into their medical history to see if either had any underlying health conditions that could explain their sudden deaths. In the absence of clear answers, authorities are reviewing all available evidence. Police are also looking into their phone records, emails, and medical history to uncover any clues that might provide insight into their final days. Some have speculated that another person may have been involved in their deaths, but until the evidence supports this, the case remains open and under investigation. As the investigation continues, the cause of their deaths remains unknown. Was it a tragic accident, a joint decision, or something else entirely? With so many unanswered questions, people are left wondering what really happened to Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa. The mystery deepens as we wait for medical tests to provide more clarity, but one thing is certain: Hollywood has lost one of its greatest stars, and the truth behind his death may be even more complicated than we ever imagined. In a recent statement, Gene Hackman's daughter, Elizabeth Jean Hackman, suggested that carbon monoxide poisoning might have played a role in her father's death. She spoke to TMZ, expressing her belief that toxic fumes could have contributed to the tragic incident. Hackman's daughter confirmed that the gas company had assisted in the investigation, but as of now, no definitive cause has been determined. She stated that despite his age, her father had been in good health, making the sudden and mysterious nature of his death all the more puzzling. As the investigation continues, we are left to wonder what really happened in the final days of Gene Hackman and Betsy Arakawa's lives. Stay tuned as we continue to unravel the mystery. Leslie also mentioned that her father hadn't undergone any major surgeries in the months leading up to his passing. She shared how he had a routine of Pilates and yoga several times a week, which helped him maintain his health. Although his passing at 95 wasn't entirely unexpected, Leslie said the death of Betsy Arakawa, his wife, at just 63, raised more questions. Leslie described their marriage as incredibly happy and expressed her belief that Betsy played a huge role in keeping her father active and content. Leslie went on to talk about how deeply Betsy cared for her father, constantly ensuring his well-being. Betsy took excellent care of him and was always looking out for his health, Leslie said. For that, I am truly grateful to her, and I'm incredibly saddened that she's gone. Elizabeth, one of Gene Hackman's 3 children from his first marriage to Faye Malt, shared in a statement, "We are heartbroken over the loss of our father Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy. While millions admired him for his incredible acting talent, to us, he was simply our dad and grandpa. His passing leaves a void that words cannot fill. We are devastated." Elizabeth's siblings, Leslie and Annie Hackman, also expressed their grief over their father's death. Gene Hackman, who later married Betsy Arakawa in 1991 after his first marriage ended in divorce in 1986, had largely retreated from the public eye after stepping away from Hollywood. He made a rare public appearance in the early 2000s when he attended a comedy show in the same city, but otherwise kept a low profile. Many well-known stars have also paid tribute to Hackman's legacy, including Clint Eastwood and Morgan Freeman. Eastwood, who directed and starred alongside Hackman in the 1992 film Unforgiven, reflected on Hackman's unparalleled talent. No actor was more talented than Gene. His performances were always real, always powerful, and never anything less than perfect, Eastwood shared in a statement on February 27th. More than that, he was a close friend, and I will miss him deeply. Despite Hackman's passing being a shock to many, it is clear that he left behind an extraordinary legacy. But how did this ordinary man rise to become one of Hollywood's most respected and beloved actors, leaving a legacy that will endure for generations? Stay tuned as we take a closer look at Gene Hackman's legendary career and the unforgettable legacy he has left behind. Hackman began his acting journey at the renowned Pasadena Playhouse in California, where he studied and honed his craft. However, his peers didn't have much confidence in him, ranking him as having the lowest chance of success. Rather than being discouraged, Hackman used their doubt as motivation, determined to prove himself. It was during his time at the Pasadena Playhouse that he became good friends with fellow aspiring actor Dustin Hoffman, who would later rise to fame himself. Hackman faced early struggles in his career, with countless auditions and no offers. Despite being rejected time and time again because of his acting style and appearance, he persisted, steadily improving through small roles in theater productions. His breakthrough moment came with his first film role in Lilith, but it was his portrayal of Buck Barrow in Bonnie and Clyde that truly propelled him into the spotlight. His powerful and poignant performance earned him an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actor, signaling his arrival as one of Hollywood's brightest stars. With this recognition, Hackman's career gained momentum, and he soon moved beyond supporting roles, solidifying his place in Hollywood's A-list. His portrayal of the tough yet complex police officer Popeye Doyle in The French Connection, 1971, marked a turning point in his career. His performance, which earned him the Oscar for Best Actor, showcased his talent for portraying both tough and vulnerable characters, and the film had a major influence on the crime genre that followed. Hackman's stellar career continued with several iconic roles throughout the 1970s. In The Conversation, 1974, directed by Francis Ford Coppola, he played Harry Call, a surveillance expert grappling with guilt and isolation. Critics praised his performance, and the film was nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards. During this period, Hackman starred in a variety of celebrated films, including Scarecrow, where he acted alongside Al Pacino. The film's emotional portrayal of friendship and loneliness resonated deeply with audiences, and the bond between Hackman and Pacino elevated the film even further. In 1978, Hackman took on a completely different role, playing the infamous Lex Luthor in Superman opposite Christopher Reeve. He brought a clever, humorous touch to the villainous character, turning Luthor into one of the most memorable antagonists in film history. This role proved that Hackman was capable not only of intense drama but also of delivering a performance full of wit and charm. As his career reached new heights, Hackman continued to take on roles that left a lasting impact on audiences. However, the demanding nature of his work began to take a toll on his health, raising questions about how much longer he could continue in the industry. In a busy year of 1990, Hackman appeared in 3 films: Loose Cannons, Postcards from the Edge, and Narrow Margin, while also undergoing a medical procedure to prevent a heart attack. At the age of 60, Hackman underwent an angioplasty, a procedure where a small balloon-like tube is used to clear a blocked artery near the heart. He had been experiencing chest pains that spread down his arm while on a trip to Oregon, and doctors later revealed that he was mere hours away from suffering a heart attack. Fortunately, the blockage was in a location that made it easily treatable. Hackman himself spoke candidly about the experience, saying in a 2004 interview with Larry King that he didn't fully understand the seriousness of the procedure at the time. "No, not really. I didn't fully understand how serious it was at the time," Hackman explained. "It all happened so fast. I went in and came out the same day." Despite the heart scare, Hackman remained focused on staying healthy. In a 2009 interview, he revealed that his heart condition was one of the main reasons he left acting. The doctor told me my heart wasn't in the right condition to handle the stress, he shared. After retiring from acting, Hackman found joy in activities like writing, fishing, painting, and watching low-budget films with his wife in New Mexico. He also co-wrote 3 historical fiction books with archaeologist Daniel Lanahan and penned a few crime novels on his own. Writing has a different kind of pressure, Hackman said. It's something you can control because you're alone instead of having a whole film crew waiting for you to perform. Aside from his heart condition, Hackman faced other health challenges, including a bicycle accident in 2012. While riding his bike in Isla Mirada, Florida, a pickup truck hit the back of his bike, sending him flying. He was flown to a trauma center in Miami but was fortunately not seriously injured, with only minor bumps and bruises reported. At the time, Hackman was 81, and he later reassured the public that he was recovering well. As we reflect on the life and legacy of Gene Hackman and his wife Betsy Arakawa, the question remains, was their passing due to natural causes? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for watching. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe. Be sure to check out the next video to stay updated on your favorite celebrity stories. See you there.